listening to The Screening Room on 88.7 FM Radio Hofstra University.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Say hello to my little friend.
Join us as we talk about all things pop culture,
Hollywood news,
and entertainment.
Well, I'm feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
screeners buckle up.
and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Screening Room on WRHU. I'm your host, Abby Gibson, joined by my co-host, Jamie Yost. Also in the studio is Eyal Sor, Jessel Garcia, Tommy Saxa, and Mike Aaronkranz.
On today's show, we are discussing SNL's Season 51 cast, the Video Music Awards, and diving into some of what is happening in the entertainment industry.
For more on our show, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Screening Room WRHU. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope everybody's had a great first 2 weeks of classes. Let's start our show with what we've all been watching this week.
I mean, I've been rewatching Outer Banks for one of my classes.
Ooh, good choice.
I didn't realize how much was happening in that show. There's a lot going on.
Great. There's so much in that show. It's ridiculous. And, like, the new season, too, I was sobbing at the end. Yeah.
It was very upsetting to have to write down who the main characters were in my series premise. I was tearing up a little bit.
I'm going to start crying now. And I've watched the whole thing already. Oh, my God.
Anybody else?
Tommy, what have you been watching?
All right, I guess I'll bite. I don't know. My roommate's been watching K-pop Demon Hunters intermittently. Every time I come back in the dorm, I think he's like obsessed with it because he's seen it a few times. But it's just been on pretty chronically. So I've watched that my peripherals.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Michael?
I've been slacking in terms of my watching movies and TV, but
And you.
Listen, school is a very busy time, but
You're so real for that.
Thank you, but I recently watched that new Ice Cube War of the Worlds movie.
I've heard a lot about that. What did you think of it?
It was one of the worst movies
Okay,
I've ever
that's what
seen,
I've
and
heard
it was
pretty-
absolutely hilarious. There would be just several scenes of extreme violence happening, and then it just cuts to Ice Cube staring at the camera with barely any emotion, just with wow. I know you guys listening on the radio can't see my facial expression in the studio right now, but I would like to hope it captures the look on Ice Cube's face of just wow. And it was funny. They had Devin Bostic, who played Roderick in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh my God, really?
He played an Amazon worker in the movie, and I think it is the most complete unrealistic thing that he liked his job. So
That's
that
so
was
funny.
it was a very interesting movie. I would recommend if you want to watch it. Get a group together. A group of people you can just laugh with. It's only an hour and a half, and have a fun hour. Just have a fun night,
I'm
and
dying.
And I think that's beautiful.
I love
it was
that.
absolute cinema.
Guys, let's do it. Let's do it as a show.
And it brings people
Yes.
together.
Absolutely.
It's fun for the whole family. And that's
Yep.
a movie funded and financed by Amazon completely. Which is why in the third act Amazon saves the world.
Yup. It was,
Is that actually true?
Of
Yup.
course, yeah. An Amazon drone is responsible for fighting the aliens off.
Absolutely not.
Give it up for
Roderick.
big corporations.
Roderick, dude.
Dude, Roderick, yeah.
Yeah.
Graduate from Oppenheimer to World of Worlds.
An upgrade, in my opinion.
Oh my God, that's
Listen.
so funny.
I think in these times where everyone has different opinions on everything, I think everyone can agree on how they feel about War of the Worlds.
Well, that's good then. Not what we said, bringing people together, people sharing opinions, not arguing about opinions, which a lot of people do. But, we love. That's good. Abby, what about you?
I have been watching the runarounds. And I think
No spoilers.
Okay.
I have so much going on. No spoilers.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Prime series. It's
Yeah.
about. Have you seen Julie and the Phantoms? No, you haven't. Julie and the Phantoms. It's the story of a girl and a band. The band was ghosts because they all died and kind of came back as ghosts now. It's really weird. Runaround is that minus the ghost part. So it's just high school band trying to figure out what to do with themselves.
I think the one with the ghosts sounds more interesting.
It's very
It's
like
very
Disney.
good.
It's really good. It's very like Disney-esque though. So if you like Disney shows, then please watch Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix. They canceled it after one season, and everyone is so upset about it. But if you don't like Disney, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah, I described the runarounds to my friend Matt. I was like, it's something that I would have been obsessed with in like middle school, high school, but like also, like I still love it now because I think it's just like a cutesy little show. I'm on episode 7 and I think it ends at like 8. So
yeah, there's only 8. I'm on. I watched episode 1 with you 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
something like that. That's all I've done because I've been watching other things.
Well, like I ended my procrastination show before I got here, and so I was like, well, what am I gonna do now? And then like I work at the Chronicle and we got invited to the show, and so I'm hoping that goes through. But like in the sense that I was like, well, I'll watch the show because like research, and it's good. And now I'm like, okay, wait, but like concert.
Like, yeah,
so like get me there.
I love that. I'm kind of jealous because I think I'm busy, so I can't go with you. It's okay.
In another life.
What have I been watching? I literally wrote a list. It's a short list. Runarounds was on the list. I'm still working on Wednesday, the second half of season 2. I finished episode 6 the other day, so I've got 2 left, and I'm hoping that if I'm not too busy tonight when I get home, then hopefully I'll be able to like watch those. But it's really interesting because like the plot line, the storyline of season 1 is really different from the plot line of season 2. But like I guess all shows kind of do that. Like you have to like expand on it and make it a different thing. So this one's about like people coming back from like, I don't want to say the dead, but literally a guy comes back from the dead. But like I don't really know how to explain it. There's a lot going on that does and does not relate to the plot line of season 1. Like I forget the guy's name. I want to say Zach. Is the guy's name Zach?
The dude who like left?
Yeah,
or
he's
like
I haven't heard a mention of him at all. And like if he was
I
that
was
big of a
wondering how they were
character in
gonna play
season
it
1,
off.
he's got to be worth mentioning at least once.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering how they were gonna play it off because I was like, are they gonna kill him off or are they just gonna be like, he just left the school, like he
I don't
dropped
even
out?
know. I literally don't even know. So that's something that's been angering me a little. But I've also, the past 2 days, I've been watching a movie on Netflix called The Wrong Paris. Jessley, you might have watched this.
I have not, but it sounds interesting.
So it's Miranda Cosgrove, which is tripping me up because it's like, that's Carly Shay. But this is not iCarly. It's like, it's very me, and I told Abby this already. She would love it. It's a small town about a cowboy and a reality TV dating show.
Okay, so I am invested.
It like mixes everything that I like. It's like you've got the like small town, and you like the girl is like an aspiring artist, so that's like another like plot line of the show. And then you have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cowboy, and then you have a bunch of crazy girls. Do you know Madison Pettis from Disney Channel? Yeah, she's one of the main characters too. So it's really interesting having like Disney and Nick stars. But anyway, so it's like a reality dating show. It's literally like The Bachelor, but it's called The Honey Pot. So it's a little Hallmarky, but highly recommend. And I see that Jessel's already researching
I
this.
am, and I can't figure out who this man is, but I know his face. And now
He
I will
looks
do
a
some
lot like
research.
Brooks from Jessie, as I figured out last night.
He does.
I don't think he is.
Jesse the Disney show?
Yeah.
I'm
There's a
trying to
guy-
refresh myself on who Brooks is.
He was like, so you know Tony, like the doorman?
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's not him, but it's like the later love interest, like the really tall, like good looking one. Brooks. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Or his last name or something. I don't know.
Oh, he was in No Kiss List
He
with
was
Victoria
he was
Justice.
the son of like the mead lady like that lived downstairs, like in the show.
I think so. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I like this character. I thought he was like a very temporary character in the show when I watched it. When I was, God, it was so long ago. But you know what? He was a good addition for the time being.
As you should.
He is Brooks. It is him. It is him.
Wow.
I
Okay,
just looked
the
up
fact-
IMDb.
The
It is
fact
him.
that I clocked that last night is crazy.
It is him.
Okay. That's wild.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Ayal, what have you been watching since you're kind of sitting back here?
I've been mostly watching a lot of YouTube, but a show I have been kind of picking up on a little bit is The Good Doctor. Yeah, the one with the autistic doctor. I can relate to it a little bit, but being a person with autism, so I can see a lot of stuff that is very over exaggerated. A lot.
Yeah, I've tried that show a little bit. I low-key need to like lock in and like watch it because I tried it a while ago and it's actually good.
I love Dr. Procedurals. I love House. I'm trying to get into Chicago Med, but I haven't really started watching it yet. Yeah.
I'm a big Grey's Anatomy girl, so I know what you mean.
I always think Grey's Anatomy is too long. I'm never going to be able to watch
It
it.
is. It's like 20 seasons. I completely agree. It's really long.
Dude, I literally cannot do blood and gore. So like, even though it's like not even that bad, just like the medical shows, I'm like, no.
I love them. They're awesome.
I love House, and I cannot quote a single line from that show live on the air.
Okay, what seasons have you watched if you can't quote a single thing from House?
Oh no, I'm just joking about the fact that House is very out of pocket.
Oh,
That's okay.
It for sure can be, yeah.
But we love out-of-pocket shows. So I'm glad that we've all been watching some great stuff this week. So our first big discussion will be about the new SNL casting, and I know some of you are very excited about this conversation. An official list of the new cast members for season 51 of Saturday Night Live came out. The new season will begin on Saturday, October 4th at 11:30 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. There were many fan favorites that left prior to the new season. These cast members are Devin Walker, Michael Longfellow, Emil Wakim, John Higgins, Heidi Gardner, and Ego Nwodim. Martin Hurley, who appears in Please Don't Destroy, is now moving to be a full-time writer for the series. With these exits, many cast members will be returning for yet another season. Some longtime cast members, including Chloe Fineman, Mikey Day, Colin Jost, and Michael Che of Weekend Update, Bowen Yang, Kenan Thompson as the longest-standing cast member, and Andrew Dismukes as some new cast members. Some of the newer ones are Sarah Sherman and James Austin Johnson for their 5th season, Marcelo Hernandez, and Ashley Padilla and Jane Wickline for their 2nd season. 4-season writer Ben Marshall will be a new cast member in season 51 after producing pre-recorded shorts for the SNL. There are also lots of new cast members joining the show for the first time. Some stand-up comedians include Tommy Brennan and Cam Patterson, and the last 2 new members include Veronica Slovikoska, who has appeared much on social media for comedy content and has acted in a few shows, and Jeremy Colhane, who is also an actor and does sketch and improv comedy. So now to my SNL people out there. So how do we feel about these new cast members? How do we feel about the old ones leaving? Is there anybody that you don't agree with staying or leaving or joining?
I, for one, am extremely surprised that Michael Che and Colin Jost are still on the show.
Really? Why is that?
I feel like season 50, we expected like a bunch of people to be leaving, and obviously Heidi and Ego make a lot of sense, but I thought, again, specifically the way season 50 ended with Scarlett Johansson hosting and the joke swap being taken to a whole nother level, and obviously the amount of Colin and Che we saw throughout season 50, I was like, this is their send-off, it's perfect, go out on a high note so they don't, wind up becoming washed, whatever, and they're staying.
Yeah.
I am very surprised.
They played up that they were gonna leave too. Like it was so many rumors coming out being like, oh, like Colin's gonna leave, and then it was like, oh, Che is gonna leave, and it's like, okay, so we lied.
Yep, they're staying for some reason. To be fair, Michael Che threatens to leave SNL like every 24 hours.
That's
if
funny.
you've seen his interesting social media presence. But again, specifically because Colin Jost's wife, Scarlett Johansson, hosted the finale of last season, season 50.
Like, it's got to allude to something.
I was like, oh, that was their curtain call, but it's not. They're staying.
Wow. Didn't Colin Jost come to Hofstra?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Marcelo Hernandez.
Yeah.
And
the Marcelo one was low-key crazy, because why did they take our phones and, like, lock them up?
That's very
I
much
didn't even go. I wasn't there.
It's a Lorne Michaels thing. It's like if someone who works for Lorne does like a show like that, like they'll lock your phones up.
It was
so
only
weird.
For Marcelo. I don't think they locked our phones for Colin.
No, they didn't. That was our freshman year?
Yeah.
Wow. That was like 4 years ago, guys. Yeah, no, they definitely didn't lock our phones. I don't know. But tell me if I'm wrong, because it might be a completely different person. Was Colin Jost the guy who did like the Impractical Jokers like after episode thing? Like the Insider or something? Or was that Sean Jost?
I know the guy you're talking about. That's not Colin Jost.
No. Same last name. Maybe it was like Sean Jost or something. I don't know.
The inside jokes bit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I know.
I need to look that up.
Who is that guy?
I'm gonna look it up.
It's definitely not Colin Jost. I
No.
think he's too famous for that.
Keep talking, guys.
I'm
What-
surprised
who
they
is-
haven't announced who's going to host and do the musical performance because it's less than a month until the show.
They
guys.
usually announce.
For Music Fest?
No,
No,
for
for
SNL.
SNL. I think they usually announce like the first batch about like a week and a half before the first show. So I'm not like super duper surprised.
I'm
Anyone want to give
impatient.
like any predictions as to who is gonna?
Casey Jost.
Yeah.
That wasn't a prediction. That wasn't a prediction. That was
thank
Incredible
you.
Jokers inside. No,
Yeah, I was just looking it up. Thank you.
no problem.
I think Taylor Swift should perform on October 4th because her album comes out the day before.
And
Get
that's
Tate
called
McRae out here.
planning.
Exactly.
I think
Get me
we-
on her team.
I think we're at the point where Taylor Swift does not want to appear again on Saturday Night Live.
Like, maybe not.
Which is also the reason I'm not like at this point. If Tyler the Creator hasn't been on Saturday Night Live, he never will be. So I'm not
Like I fear.
anticipating that.
I signed up for the lottery for SNL. I'm hoping
Oh.
they like actually give me
Go for it.
tickets.
I do that every single year, and it's always just crickets.
Like, guys,
Yikes.
I'm knocking on your door. Let me in.
Oh my god.
We're seeing a Sabrina Carpenter double duty,
Oh,
right?
totally.
And when I camp out for it.
And probably
Like,
Tate McRae.
And when I camp out twice. Like,
Hopefully.
I mean, Tate just did SNL in the spring.
Didn't
for-
Sabrina also do it in the spring?
No, she did it like over a year ago.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oops. That's
And,
okay.
Like she has a new album coming out and like singles being released on like the
Yeah.
pipeline.
Yeah.
So I think this would line up with like her release schedule.
Like she hasn't, besides her being very, very involved in the big show for season 50. She hasn't done it since Espresso came out, and she hasn't hosted the show.
Wow.
So
Yeah, now she has a bunch of new singles, new releases, and this could easily be a good promotional tool.
yeah, and
yeah.
you know, if she's on the show, she's obviously gonna host the show.
Yeah.
I personally would love to see Jesse Wells be a musical guest on the show. If y'all don't know who he is, he's a folk singer who makes a lot of very topical songs, and I think SNL would be the perfect opportunity to boost his career, get more eyes on him, and you know, without getting into too much on a film talk show, I think his if he were to make an appearance on Saturday Night Live and pick a couple of his specific songs, it would create a lot of interesting conversations. And if there's anything Lorne Michaels likes, it is anything for ratings.
I know that guy from
Amen.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
I see his like every time like a new like tragedy happens or something. I always see him commenting on it like almost first.
Yep.
I think his music is a little bit too niche. Not either too niche or like too hard to get into.
Yeah.
I think there are more relevant like political artists who can play this.
I think so. I think my main thing is because like he's been blowing up more and more and more with time, and like even as far back as a year ago, he was on Kimmel. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he's doing a show as big as SNL 50,
Well, 51. But
basically nothing.
So I have one last little question. Is there any like English please. Is there any comedian or actor or somebody that you really, really would have liked to see join the cast of this season that didn't? It's a hard one.
I don't really follow the like underground comedy scene too, because again, they always pick unknowns to be
That is
cast
true.
members. That's like been
Like,
the
think of big
appeal.
names.
I'm a big fan of the Eric Andre show, so I would love how they would have integrated like Zach Fox or Eric Andre himself into like an SNL setting. Maybe too chaotic.
I have a bit of a weird niche idea who we can bring on. Do you guys know a guy called Brad Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
yes, I know him.
He's a little person comedian, and he is so funny. He might be a little too raunchy for SNL, but I'm sure he can probably tone down his comedy maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I think they should bring on Ashby, who does the Lorax on TikTok.
I
think,
oh my god,
like,
know
oh
Ashby.
my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Like,
I
she
have
doesn't
been
have to be
eating
on for
that
the
up.
entire season, but like,
Oh my god, I've literally been watching those nonstop. It's literally,
Yes.
for those of you that don't know this bit, I don't even know what college it is. It's some college. And then there's a guy dressed as the Onceler. And then he knocks on people's door and he's singing, how bad.
Dude, I saw that.
So good.
And
Well,
then
like-
all of a sudden, like, he also throws, like, a fake truffle tree into the dorm. And
Yeah.
then the Lorax, like, comes in, like, walking, like, on the floor, like that, like, weird knee walk that, like, the person that played, like, Edna does.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God. And then just yells, I am the Lorax. I speak for the tree. Like, really loud and obnoxious in random people's dorm rooms.
Yeah.
And it is the funniest thing ever. Oh my God.
I need to look this up.
You gotta say it like the actual Lorax. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Just like that.
Just like
Right.
that.
Just like
I
Danny
like-
DeVito.
Exactly. I like how our generation is like taking the Lorax into something that's so unserious when the movie is literally talking about like how climate change is gonna ruin our like environment.
Yep.
But like that's how you know the movie's doing things right.
Yeah.
If it's especially after that many years and it's a Dr. Seuss movie. Like this is something from our childhood and people are still talking about it. It's still a very relevant thing of pop culture. I'm going to bring that up in my pop culture class next week. Like it's still so relevant to this day, which shows you the impact that it's actually had on people.
Yeah.
I think that's more of a reflection on how little movies are about climate change.
That too.
But the one
Yeah.
we're pointing to is the Lorax. It's like an example of what climate change is.
But, like,
the
they
movie
depicted
with
it so
literally
well.
Let It Grow.
Even as like I
Let it grow.
I saw
let it
Lorax
grow.
in theaters like the day it came out. Even as a kid, I kind of hated it. I don't know.
It's not really a good movie.
I need to rewatch it now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I low-key
I'm
think it's a
fiending.
great movie, but
I'm like
It
fiending
is.
for the Lorax now.
I remember like in high school, me and my friends would have a bit where we would just walk into a classroom and be like, "In my name."
Yes. I love the whole like you know like in the I think it's in that song the person like the red shirt and the white shorts or whatever, and my favorite YouTuber is the Sterniolo Triplets, not another. One of them.
Amazing.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Oh my God, thank you. No one ever agrees. So Chris Sterniolo was like wearing like a very similar outfit to that person, and then so he like did the dance that like that character does in it's such a background character too, like in the music video, and so then everyone was like freaking out because he like did the weird dance to like the kids singing, and it's just so funny. Anyway, enough Lorax talk.
Well,
Back to any SNL host or musical
Yes.
guest.
Anyone else
my
have
God.
any people?
the Lorax.
Well, yes.
Can we get Aloysius O'Hare on there?
I don't even know who that is.
O'Hare?
It's the-
Oh,
seller
yeah.
of air?
Oh, from
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Lorax. I thought we were doing Lorax. I was like, wait,
No, I
who's
know his
that?
full government name.
I was like,
Um,
oh.
I mean, musical guest related. I think we're gonna see. I have a list right here. I think we're for sure gonna see these two artists. I think we're gonna see Somber on there. I think we're gonna see
Probably.
Cat's Eye on there.
Probably
Oh, yeah.
also. I think those are two really good ones because they kind of came. I don't really know much about Cat's Eye, but like Somber, like I don't want to say came up from nothing, but like he's been like growing popularity like
Yeah.
crazy,
Very quickly.
like a lot, and like rightfully so. Like I watched his VMA performance, shout out later, and he was looking really good. So I'm like, okay, like maybe I need to start. Like I don't know, but I think that that's definitely a good prediction because with like how fast he's been on the rise, I think that's totally somebody SNL will look for.
Yeah. I would hope to see Megan Maroney on there too.
Her too. Her too.
Like my queen, my
Shout out
legend.
Tate bringing her out in Nashville.
I'm like, yeah.
Sorry, I had to. Okay.
Okay. So now that we have discussed our SNL and our Lorax, we're now going to hand it over to our very own Tommy to catch us up on some of the latest stories with our first news break.
Welcome back to another news break. I'm Tommy Saxa, and here are this week's top stories. Toho Animation's highly anticipated finale to the hit series Demon Slayer, titled Infinity Castle, has topped national and international box office, reaching a $280 million first week gross. With this being the first entry out of 3, fans have only gotten a taste of how the franchise will end. Paul Thomas Anderson's new film One Battle After Another received universal positive reviews from critics, with Spielberg himself calling it one of the best films of the decade. With an A-list cast and an Oscar-winning director, it's shaping up to be one of the top movies of 2025. Pixar announces the release timeline of 5 of the studio's upcoming films, planning ahead to 2028. The announcements include Hoppers, Pixar's take on a sci-fi body swap concept, Plans also include sequels to Toy Story and The Incredibles. And this has been Newsbreak. Stay tuned for more entertainment news.
Thank you, Tommy. There is lots of entertainment news going on all the time, so we have a few stories that we want to highlight. There are constantly many popular and talented young stars on the screens like Jenna Ortega and Ariana Greenblatt, but focusing on two in particular, Mason Thames and McKenna Grace are co-stars in several new films. McKenna Grace has been seen in many films and shows as she began her acting career very young at age 5. She appears in a variety of medium ranging from a Disney XD show to horror movies. Upcoming, she will be in Scream 7 coming out in 2026, the next Hunger Games film, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 releasing on December 5th, and many more. Mason Thames, on the other hand, gained recent popularity for the new How to Train Your Dragon live-action film that released in June. He played the main character Hiccup, which led him to fame. He also plays Finny in The Black Phone and will be reprising this role in The Black Phone 2, set to release on October 17th. McKenna Grace and Mason Thames will be in 2 films together very soon. In a new book-to-film adaptation, Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, McKenna will be playing Clara and Mason plays her love interest Miller Adams. This is Colleen Hoover's second film based off her books, the first being It Ends With Us starring Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. In 2026, 2 more Colleen Hoover adaptations are set to release, Reminders of Him in February and Verity in October. Regretting You will be the first time seeing McKenna and Mason on screen together. The second film starring both actors, though, is New Year's Rev, a film based on the early days of Green Day. The film follows 3 teenage boys on a road trip with the goal of opening up for Green Day. Mason plays one of the main teens, while McKenna plays a romantic interest as a subplot. There is no release date set for New Year's Rev, but Green Day did just release the trailer.
The 77th Primetime Emmy Awards are set for tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. This year's host is Nate Bargatze, who is a comedian from Tennessee who is the highest-grossing stand-up comic in 2024. The ceremony will be held at Peacock Theater in California and broadcasted on CBS, with streaming available on Paramount+. Apple TV's Severance is the most nominated of the night, with 27 nominations. Bella Ramsey, most known for her role as Ellie in The Last of Us, becomes the youngest 2-time nominee for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, as well as the first non-binary person to be nominated more than once for an acting Emmy. Iowa Debris, most known for her role as Sydney Adamu in The Bear, became the first Black woman to be nominated for both acting and directing in the same year. Owen Cooper, known for his role in Adolescence as Jamie Miller, became the youngest nominee for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited or Anthology Series or Movie at the age of 15. Another historical moment for women came from the nominees for Outstanding Writing for a Comedy Series, as all writing teams have at least one woman. HBO Max became the streaming service with the most nominations at 142, with Netflix coming in second place with 120.
A new trend in movie theaters, re-releasing popular films. Many of these are to celebrate the movie's anniversary, but it's also a great way for both the films and theaters to make some money. The classic Breakfast Club already had its re-release on September 7th and 10th, and Toy Story also just hit the theaters again on September 12th, celebrating its 30th anniversary. So here are some of the films that will make their way back in the future of 2025. The Sound of Music will be back after 60 years, but today is the last day to see it, so make sure to get those tickets. Calling all Marvel fans, the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies will be back twice. Spider-Man 1 will be shown September 26th and October 3rd, Spider-Man 2 on September 27th and October 4th, and lastly Spider-Man 3 on September 28th and October 5th. Celebrating 20 years since the original book release, the Twilight franchise will hit theaters again. Each of the 5 films will be released for one night only. The first Twilight will be on October 29th, the Twilight Saga New Moon on October 30th, the Twilight Saga Eclipse will make its appearance on Halloween as well. The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1 on November 1st, and the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 on the 2nd. Back to the Future will be celebrating its 40th anniversary also on Halloween. Lastly, if you're an anime fan, artist Yoshitaka Amano and director Mamoru Oshii's iconic film Angel's Egg will have its 40-year anniversary on November 19th. To see what other films will be back in 2025 and 2026, check on the Rotten Tomatoes website.
Actress Nina Dobrev opened up about her pay on popular young adult TV series The Vampire Diaries, as she states the studio refused to pay her the same as her 2 male co-stars, Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley. Dobrev played multiple characters in the show, as she played Elena Gilbert and the character's doppelganger, Catherine Pierce. Dobrev states that, quote, "It was a bit of a tricky situation because my contract only said to play Elena, but I was playing multiple characters, which doubled my workload. I had to be on set for double the amount of time. I had to memorize double the amount of lines," end quote. She eventually got a raise, but it was not equal or higher than her male co-stars. In a 2024 analysis by University of Huddersfield, they found that there is an unexplained gender gap of over $2 million per film for the top Hollywood stars. This opens up a continuing conversation on equal pay in the entertainment industry.
So we're going to kind of go through and share some knowledge and opinions on all of those entertainment news topics. I want to start with McKenna and Mason because I am so excited about Regretting You. I just started the book. So I'm really excited because I already know who Clara and Miller are. I just started it, so I'm working on it. But the fact that I didn't even know that Colleen is having 2 films come out in 2026 also.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting, but I also haven't read either of those books. So I need to get on that.
She's working overload if she's doing 2 movies in the same year though. That's
Literally,
crazy.
February and October. But I think they've both filmed already.
Yeah.
I think they've both wrapped filming, which is a step in the right direction. That'll make it way easier. But filming Regretting You, Verity, and Reminders of Him all within 3 movies within 2 years is wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you guys read the books?
I have.
All of them?
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Colleen Hoover book. But they're entertaining nonetheless.
Okay.
So
And that's
I'm
what
excited.
matters.
I like cheesy romances, so I feel like I would like it.
Yeah. No, they're definitely entertaining. I'm really excited for Reminders of You.
Okay.
Because that one made me cry.
Aww.
And I love anything that makes me cry.
Love.
So.
I liked It Ends With Us. I read the book after, and then I read It Starts With Us right after. So it was I got a whole continuous story, and I absolutely loved. I also read Ugly Love. I think in January I read it. I don't know. But now I'm starting, obviously, Regretting You.
Right.
But now I need to get the other ones. There's so many Colleen Hoover books, and I just don't have time to read anymore. It sucks.
No, literally. I love school so much, but I also just am a girl who wants to read.
Right? But McKenna and Mason, though, that Green Day film, I watched the trailer. It actually looks really good.
Really?
And McKenna's more of a background character, but she has a subplot for her romance with Mason. I don't know. But I think it's weird. Not weird. It's interesting and something to think about that we get to see them as love interests, main characters in Regretting You, and they're also going to be in another film as love interests. I feel like that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Especially with newer, younger stars. Well, Mason's newer. McKenna's been acting since she was literally 5.
Which is crazy, seeing her grow up in the
Right.
theaters and films and everything.
Crazy. Same with Ava from Girl Meets World.
Yeah. I don't
Seeing her
remember
on TikTok.
name.
Ava
Yeah.
Colker or something like that.
Something like
It's crazy seeing her on TikTok and singing and with Topanga and stuff literally
Oh my
online.
God.
No, yeah, for a while the joke with McKenna Grace was she would always play a flashback of the main
Yeah.
character,
Yeah.
I,
Literally
Tanya,
Carol
Captain
Danvers.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
ate it up every
She's-
time.
She really did.
I feel like McKenna Grace has, since she's been acting, which has been forever, she's been in literally everything.
Literally.
She was in Young Sheldon.
Yes, Paige. I loved her in Young Sheldon. Oh my god. That's a great show. But she plays random people's children. She plays the flashback characters. But now we're finally getting to see her as a main character.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really excited for it.
I wonder if they're going to flip the script where it's she's going to be the grown up and then she's going to have a flashback.
One day.
one day it's
Probably
going to
at the
happen.
end of the film.
She's
Because I
also-
know the book started with the parents, right? With her parents meeting
Oh,
in Regretting You.
I think so. It's
Probably.
been 3 years since I've read the
Yeah.
book.
I think so.
Yeah, and McKenna Grace is also supposed to be in Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes, she is.
interesting.
And Scream 7.
I want to watch the Five Nights at Freddy thing. I don't like horror movies, but I like Josh Hutcherson. I like McKenna Grace.
Yeah.
I can put my fear aside.
Five Nights at Freddy's is more goofy than it is actually horror. There are still horror elements, don't get me wrong, but they make friends with the actual monsters before they become monsters.
And
So
that's okay.
that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
mascot horror.
a little bit. Yeah, mascot horror has been
Yeah.
a different genre than actual horror, I'd say.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. I mean, I think you understand them so well, so you're not really scared of them. You have such an understanding of the characters, who they are. So it kind of doesn't really affect me personally, but for some people, I can see how it's like kind of frightening.
Me either. I mean, I played the games for the first time when I was 9 years old in 2014, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared of all of them. And then I watched the first movie, and then all like the killer animatronics are laying down in a circle with like, it's like the power of friendship, and like it's like I know that a lot of that movie like is faithful to like the lore of the games, but it's like, dude, what am I watching?
No, like I was like never one to play the games, but like I knew so many people in like elementary, middle school that were like obsessed with them. So then I kind of just like told myself like, you don't need to play these games, like none of that. And then they started making the movies, and I was like, okay. Because like I always like thought of like specific people and like specific times of my life when thinking about like Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know. That's my take on it, and I probably will not be watching the movie, but I will be watching Scream 7. That is, yes, I've watched all of the Screams, and I cannot wait. Now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You go.
I was going to ask if anybody had any opinions on the Emmys, because I really like that. I really like that Io and...
I haven't had time to watch The White Lotus, but I'm rooting for The White Lotus because I love Mike White. He obviously wrote the show, created The White Lotus, but obviously I love School of Rock. He's a big part of School of Rock, and I'm a huge fan of the show Survivor, and Mike White just got back from filming season 50 of Survivor. He was a runner-up on Survivor a number of years ago, so just because of that, I'm rooting for Mike White and The White Lotus.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the nominations now, and literally the first one that I'm seeing, Outstanding Comedy Series, and I'm already stuck between two. Like, The Bear and Nobody Wants This. As much as I love The Bear, nobody wants this. As much as I love
The Bear in my brain just isn't a comedy.
Mm-hmm. The Bear is not a comedy. You are so right. Like, it's, like, really, like, low-key dark and, like, serious, and it's about, like, family and like mental issues, but also like the stress of like owning a business and working in a kitchen like that. I mean, like, love, what's the actress name you were talking about earlier?
Iowa Debris?
Yeah. Love her, love Sydney. I'm rooting for her all the way. But if I told you I wasn't rooting for Nobody Wants This, I would be lying.
And like, yeah.
And like as a Jewish person, seeing like Jews in pop culture is more unlikely. Like, I don't see it a lot, but having like an entire show being like the plot of a hot rabbi.
I love Adam Brody.
Like,
he's amazing.
Like,
and it was so funny. Like, even my mom liked it. Like, it was so funny, and I absolutely have to root for that for sure.
I didn't even realize that the second season comes out in October.
What?
I didn't.
Oh
I
my God.
didn't see that.
Abby,
That
you just
skipped over
made
my
my day.
brain. October 23rd.
Oh
Go sit down. We're watching.
God. Oh my God, I'm binging it in a day. Are you kidding me?
It's a Thursday. I only have one class on Thursdays, guys.
I have nothing on Thursday nights. Oh my God. You just made me so happy. I don't know what to do with myself right now. Oh my God. I wish you guys could see my physical reaction right now. I'm freaking out. Oh my God. Okay.
The excited shakes.
Literally. Okay. I'm still looking. SNL is nominated. Outstanding Scripted Variety Series. That one's pretty cool.
And Bowen Yang is nominated for his performances on the show.
Oh, really?
Which is crazy that he's getting like a general acting nomination.
Has that
for
ever
Saturday
happened,
Night
by the
Live.
way?
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Is that rare?
There's been like individual stuff of best guest performer, best. I'm not sure if there's ever been someone that got a, best supporting performance in a comedy series for Saturday Night Live.
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
yeah, the Oscars haven't even done that. Like they always just like throw the baby out the bathwater when it comes to like comedy performances.
Yeah, like even in comedy movies, like with the Oscars, they're just like, eh.
Well, like in some way I understand that. You're not going to give a best actor nomination to like Click.
Yeah.
But there are like things that like transcend comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like The Bear is I disagree by the way. The Bear is genuinely one of the funniest shows I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a situational comedy. There are parts of it. I know it's like about mental health and everything, but like it's doing that. It's laughing through the pain.
That's so real. I feel that. I feel that one.
Yep.
But also about The Bear, I'm like scrolling through the nominations for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. I'm gonna butcher his name. Eben Moss Backrack. Is that how you say
Yeah,
it?
yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
You got like 90% of it.
Shout out Fantastic Four. I know we talked about it last week, but like shout out Thing, shout out Ben. I love him. Ever since I saw him in The Bear, because I started watching The Bear for a class actually. We watched season 1 for, you might have been in this class, our writing class. Like what, sophomore year?
I don't think we were in a class together in sophomore year.
I think you wrote about, Philadelphia?
No, that wasn't me. I was, you mean 34?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in 34 last semester.
Oh, then I have no idea what I'm thinking of. I could have sworn you wrote about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anyway, so we started watching The Bear in that class, and then I was like, okay, like this is kind of fire. And it took me a while to actually like sit and watch all of it, but I finally did over the summer, and it was fantastic. But I'm really glad that like he's getting his supporting actor.
Yeah, exactly. Because he carries that. He's like the heart and soul of that show.
We love Richie.
Literally. So moving on to our next thing, what do we think about the movies returning to theaters? Because I want to see Twilight in theaters now.
Twilight is my first love, and that stands till the end of time.
Literally.
So
I was too young to go and see it in theaters.
Oh, I was far too young, and I did. For my 8th birthday, because they came out in November. My birthday's in November. For my 8th birthday, we watched part 2 in IMAX.
Oh.
That was my present.
Wow.
Amazing experience.
I've never watched Twilight.
We need to go. But I want you to watch, I want her to watch the one.
Oh my God. You would be so...
Because that would be a spoiler, but...
We're watch party right now.
Okay.
There's like a part. Okay, there's a part in the Twilight thing where like something happens and you're like, what do you mean?
Like I'm sure I'd like it because I love like cheesy romances, as we know. Literally, I watched.
It really stretches the idea of cheesy though.
Like
it
I
really
watched.
stretches
Well, the
it.
movie I was talking about earlier, I
it's a
literally
great-
watched a small town cowboy reality TV romance. Like if that doesn't shout cheesy romance to you, then I
Yeah,
don't know.
you'd
what
like
does.
Twilight. You'd like Twilight.
No,
I know
Twilight-
I would. I just have never.
Twilight is such
given
a product of its time though. Like it couldn't have been made in another year.
Like Twilight is like the Olive Garden cheese pool of cheesiness.
Okay,
and
we were
like
talking
I
about this the
love
other day,
it.
too. Have you guys seen? Side note: have you guys seen the Olive Garden cheese pull from the other day?
No.
The girl literally walked like almost like halfway across the restaurant
Yes.
of just a cheese pull, and the waitress was like, "Oh my god!" Anyway, sidetrack.
I'm like, yeah.
Done with that. I mean, I know I would probably like Twilight. I'm just like picky and stubborn, and I wouldn't watch it on my own. If you force me to, I'll probably watch it with you.
So we will.
I'm like, amen. Like, yeah.
But like, I like love triangles, like EXO Kitty, Samurai Turn
girl.
Pretty, Walter Boys, of course. Oh, love Walter Boys.
Boy,
So,
do
like-
I have the movie for you.
Yeah. But also, shout out Samurai Turn Pretty. Last episode is on Wednesday. Freaking out. Anyway, moving on to our last piece of entertainment news. The Nina Dobrev thing with the whole, like,
Was
she's
crazy.
playing double the characters, double the airtime, and
Yeah.
not getting paid remotely close to her male co-stars.
Like, there's a scene in the later episodes where I think she's playing 4 characters on one episode.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like, not
Yeah.
only is she the main character, but there was a time where her doppelganger was the main villain. So
Yeah.
she really had majority of the screen time for an entire season.
That's like upsetting to think about. Like, you would think that in 2025 the gender differences would have been like the pay would have been fixed by now. You would have think
Yeah.
equal opportunity, but clearly we're not seeing equal pay. And I'm curious to like find out what other shows and movies and like stars are experiencing this too.
Oh yeah,
Right.
especially in Hollywood, it's so easy to hide, and people never call it out.
Yeah.
Dobrev was also in the news recently too about her splitting from her fiance, all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
No, it was a whole thing for a little bit.
Wow.
I've also just never seen Vampire Diaries, so
Oh,
maybe
okay.
that's it.
Another love triangle. for you to
Jamie.
watch.
I know.
The list
I'm
is getting
sorry.
longer.
I'm sorry.
I have not seen Vampire Diaries either, but all I know about it is that Nina Dobrev is in it, and it's like
That should be
you know,
enough.
Like, I just know
exactly.
I just know that
It's
she's
like
Victoria Justice.
it
lookalike.
really
Well,
says just how messed up and misogynistic Hollywood is when it's like, how are you not giving that woman like $1 zillion?
Literally.
She's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like she is the big driving force. Not even just in terms of screen time, just in terms of like star power. It's like she's huge.
She can be very like marketable. I don't know why Hollywood hasn't like taken a big chance on her.
Yeah. So very messed up that she's not getting paid as much as her male co-stars.
Yeah, is honestly horrible to think and hear about. But anyways, that was our entertainment news discussion. We are now going to throw it back over to Tommy with yet another news break.
News break. Here are 3 of this week's top stories. A sequel to Illumination's 2023 video game crossover hit Super Mario Bros. Has been announced in a Nintendo Direct. A trailer for Super Mario Galaxy has been released, prompting endless discussion for casting and story from fans of the original Wii game. 2026 is shaping up to be a historic year for video game fans as long-running franchise BioShock receives an announcement for a live-action Netflix remake film, set to be directed by Long Walk director Francis Lawrence, as fans expect an equally thrilling and terrifying experience. Netflix's animated hit K-pop Demon Hunters has reached a shocking milestone. The film has become Netflix's highest viewed, surpassing heavy hitters like Squid Game and Red Notice to reach 300 million global views, beating Red Notice's former record of 235 million. And this has been Newsbreak. Stay tuned for more movie, music, and pop culture discussion news on The Screening Room.
Thank you, Tommy, for that news break. The Video Music Awards came back for their 41st ceremony last Sunday, September 7th. It was broadcasted on CBS and available to stream on Paramount+. The show happened at UBS Arena and was hosted by Grammy Award-winning rapper LL Cool J. Lady Gaga was the most nominated artist of the night with 12 nominations, of which she won 4. The show saw performances from artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Doja Cat, and Tate McRae. Carpenter's performance was short of unforgettable as she used it to support the transgender community, with former RuPaul's Drag Race stars holding signs like Protect Trans Rights and In Trans We Trust. Steven Tyler, Youngblood, Joe Perry, and Nuno Betancourt gave a heartfelt tribute performance to the late Ozzy Osbourne, singing hits like Crazy Train and Mama I'm Coming Home. Mariah Carey was honored with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award that was presented by Ariana Grande. The award goes to an artist that has an outstanding contribution and profound impact on music videos and pop culture. This marked Carey's first ever Moo Man from the award show. 2 new awards were handed out, including the Rock the Bells Visionary Award given to Busta Rhymes and the Latin Icon Award given to Ricky Martin. The last award of the night, Video of the Year, went to Ariana Grande for her Brighter Days Ahead music video. This VMA ceremony was its highest rated in 6 years, with a 42% increase in viewership from last year as 5.5 million people tuned in. So, who watched the VMAs last week, and what were some of your opinions on the winners and the performances?
I only saw the Youngblood performance.
Oh my god, it was incredible.
It was absolutely
oh my god,
amazing.
It was incredible. As a fan of Youngblood, like somebody that genuinely likes some of Youngblood's music, that was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, no,
Unbelievable.
the thing is with him, I've never heard one of his songs,
Oh,
but like I just really
okay,
like him
yes,
as a
yeah.
person, and it's rare that like a celebrity comes along that I genuinely like enjoy his personality.
And he was like friends with Ozzy too.
Yeah.
Like I think there's literally nobody better that could have done
Yeah.
like a tribute.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're spiritually like the same person.
Like literally,
They
like
really
I
are.
low-key love it.
I mean, at Ozzy's last show, a couple weeks before his death, Youngblood performed at it, and backstage that day, Ozzy told Youngblood that he was passing down the torch of being the Prince of Darkness.
Stop,
I
I'm
to
gonna
just got
cry.
chills.
So,
Stop, I'm gonna cry.
and Youngblood has been like obviously just like completely torn apart by Ozzy's passing. And he said, you know, he's performing changes at every single show he does from now on, and I mean, Youngblood is the perfect person to carry the torch of being the new Prince of Darkness.
Literally. I'm like literally about to start crying. I swear to God. Oh my God. That's like so emotional. Like me and Abby were watching the VMAs together and one of my roommates was joining us and like we were both just freaking out over that tribute. It was so nice. It was so emotional and heartfelt. Like you could tell that everyone that was up there performing was giving it their all.
Yeah.
Like it meant a lot to not only them, but to everybody watching. And that's how you do it. That is how you give a really good tribute, especially to somebody as iconic as Ozzy.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
And Steven Tyler, almost 80 years old, still
Wow.
got it.
Still got it.
Literally.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
I was surprised that it was like Mariah Carey's first Moo Man. I'm not even
Right?
gonna lie.
Like you would think like an icon like Mariah would have like won one of the awards already in
Yeah.
her however many years of being a pop star.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
she's
know.
had some hits over the years.
Yeah. I was waiting for her to sing. Oh, what was the one I was waiting for her to sing? My All.
Right.
I was waiting for her to sing My All, and she did.
Yeah.
But her performance was really good.
I was
And-
joking around that she was going to sing All I Want for Christmas Is You at the end because I was like, she's
That was so
defrosting, guys.
She's still defrosting. She's not there yet. She's still defrosting.
Almost, guys. We're just mid-September. We're
feels
starting
to
fall.
melt.
It feels like she defrosts earlier and earlier every year.
It's true, though. This is
I
true.
defrosted pretty early.
Like
I-
November
listen.
1st, and it's just Christmas season
Yep,
already.
I swear. I heard that song in public in July. July,
Why can't I just enjoy Halloween? Oh my god.
right?
Literally, like, I'm not ready for summer to be over yet. Like, it's still 70, 80 degrees outside. Like, I'm still in summer mode. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Why am I seeing Christmas decorations? And, like, I'm literally getting my nails done today. I'm getting fall nails. Like, who am I? I don't know. Anyway, Post Malone was robbed. That's what I'm gonna say. Best collaboration, Sorry, Die With a Smile. Good song. The Bailey Zimmerman and Luke Combs collab, I actually, like, listened to the song for the first time, like, at the VMAs, and oh my god, it was really good. But I'm also just a country fan. But Pour Me a Drink, Post Malone and Blake Shelton should have won. But I'm low-key surprised that Apata didn't, because I feel like it won every single other award it was nominated for. Like, yes, I get it was like the song of the summer, whatever, but I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. It's a good song, but
It
I'm
was
so tired of it.
overplayed.
And it won so much. But it looks like Ariana did pretty well. Love me some Ariana.
Yeah.
Tate was robbed. But, I mean, Sabrina won, so I can't be shocked.
Also, hot
My
take,
queen.
Sabrina with the best performance of the year.
No.
Her best performance, at least.
Her best performance.
Her
Yeah.
best,
Yeah.
yes.
Because I was going to say Tate's most definitely outdid
I
Sabrina.
don't understand Tate McRae. I'm gonna need like a PowerPoint presentation on why
And
people like
we're
Tate
gonna
McRae.
have a
Knife
fight
in my-
out in the studio.
No, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't understand her.
That's valid.
Her voice is definitely an acquired taste.
It is, and that I can agree on. That is
Yeah.
a genuine...
Talk
like,
about Tate McRae like she's shrimp. What is
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I would
Slow
just
down.
like to
Jamie's
throw out
heating
there
up.
that Conan Gray's
Oh
performance.
my
Yes.
god,
Yeah,
Corey!
yes.
Oh my
It
god,
was a
oh my God.
performance.
Oh my god, I'm on the floor.
Literally.
Oh my god,
When he
you
did the
cannot
high
bring
note.
out.
Oh my
the
god! And then you literally
Farkle.
have the Grandes like
Yes.
stand
That was
up, being
cute.
so shocked. I was like,
You
yes.
cannot bring out Farkle and expect me. I don't
like
know his last name.
Shrek's son?
Fogelmanis, whatever his last name.
That's Shrek's
Corey,
son.
There you go.
Corey
Farkle.
Fogel.
Fogel something.
I don't know his
They're
last, exactly why I'm
guys,
still
yeah.
calling him Farkle still. Or fine, and Nathan Walter from My Life with the Walter
There we
Boys.
go.
Is that better? I was dying. And the
was
fact
so
that it was like a
good.
whole like Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful. That has to be my second performance. Third performance of the night.
Right.
Tate's number 1, Post is number 2. They did Post live from Germany.
That was
They had
crazy.
some cameras out there and stuff because he and Jelly Roll are still on there. I can't say the name of their tour on here, but their world tour.
Right.
So that's incredible. I absolutely ate that up. I love that they sang Losers. Great song. And Tate with the sand. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Like,
And Lady Gaga too.
the sand, like, freaked me out because I was like,
She played Medusa. She
Yeah, but,
turned
like,
the
my
men to
thing is-
stone. That's so powerful.
imagine having to take a shower after that.
Oh yeah,
Or, like,
no,
trying
I
to
saw an
take it out
interview
of
with her
the
after.
clothes.
And she's like, the sand got everywhere, and I'm like, ugh.
Like,
But like, that's so cool. But anyways, that wraps up our VMAs segment. But we'll probably yap more about that later because there's so much more to discuss. But we are going to throw it over to our lovely, lovely Jessela Garcia with this week's Tune In This Week.
Welcome to Tune In This Week. Here's what's coming to screens near you. Dancing with the Stars Season 34 premieres this week. This season's stars vary from influencers like Alex Earl and the Mormon Wives to film and television royalty with Corey Feldman and Elaine Hendricks. These and many more stars will compete with their pros for the Len Goodman Trophy. This will be the first season for new pro Jan Ravnik, one of the dancers from Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour. The first episode will air Tuesday, September 16th on ABC and Disney+, and will continue every Tuesday until late November. The Weakest Link returns to our screens, but new and improved. Celebrity Weakest Link, revamped from the early 2000s classic, will continue to be hosted by Jane Lynch, who hosted the first revival of the game show in 2020. Each round, celebrities compete against each other to answer various trivia questions, with one being voted off as the weakest link, when answering questions wrong or making no money. The game show premieres this Monday, September 15th, and every Monday after, only on Fox. Looking for some romance? A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey releases this week, starring Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell on an amazing adventure as the two strangers relive important events during their past, highlighting all of the moments that brought them to where they are today and with each other. Through love, loss, and drama, this star-studded duo can be seen in theaters this Friday. Sports on the screen. Michael Chiklis stars as Mike in The Senior, a sports drama where nearly 4 decades after being kicked off his college team, Mike returns for one last chance to do the impossible and change the fate he never saw coming. The Senior premieres in theaters this Friday. And that's what's coming out this week. Make sure to tune in each week to check out what's coming to screens near you.
Well, that wraps up this week's show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and this has been the Screening Room on WRHU. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Screening Room WRHU to stay up to date, and be sure to tune into our show every Sunday at 10 a.m. only here on 88.7 FM, Radio Hofstra University. But until then, we'll see you at the movies. Have a great week, everybody.
We had a plan, move out of this town, baby, west to the sand. It's all we talked about lately. I packed a car, bring your guitar and Jane for smoking. First thing at dawn, you'd cue the songs and we get going. Brought you on home, waited on the porch for you, sat there alone. All throughout the morning till I got a hunch down in my gut and snuck around the back. Did your boots stop working? Did your truck break down? Did you burn through money? Did your ex find out? Where there's a will and there's a way, and I'm damn sure you lost it. Didn't even say goodbye, just